Hey,
Welcome back to Onsen Ripples.
we're on rippling. As you notice, I've
Had a haircut.
chopped off my hair.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. I did have the whole Einstein, Beethoven thing, which I really liked, that whole
Yeah.
craziness. But I thought, it was a little bit irritating. Getting in my food and everything. I was like, yeah, and so this is what I look like now.
New
All
style.
Sean.
Connery?
No. As
Sean.
in the sheep.
Sean the sheep.
But yeah, thanks to my lovely hairdresser over here, you did a wonderful job.
I had fun.
It's like a quick 10 minutes. There, you're done.
Yep.
Anyway, how you been? Pretty good. We missed last week. Sorry about that. It was very busy. We had a long weekend. Mm-hmm. It was the Emperor's birthday. That's right. And we have those holidays there. Well, no real celebration, was it? I don't think it was just the
holiday.
Yeah, the Emperor holiday. And it was on actually the Sunday, but they had the Monday as a holiday.
Yeah.
I think they do that in Australia too, and other places for the Queen's birthday, or is it the King's birthday now? Charlie.
Okay. ありがとうございま
Arigatou
す.
gozaimasu. We're still working here.
Yeah.
And so that was the long haul, and that ended up being quite a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be, the closing of February and the start of March tends to have this kind of urgency about it,
Well, the February is like the coldest season of the year.
especially
So,
here.
Yeah. It's,
Where we are.
normally it gets
Yeah.
about minus 20, minus 25 every now and then.
So for those people who are watching for the first time, and let's hope that there's
right.
quite a few of you, we are we live in the eastern side
Of
of
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido, which is in the north part of Japan. And we run an onsen here, which is kind of nice and warm, being minus 20 outside, it's a perfect
can
place
just
to be.
Jump in a bath and you just get so warm.
You do. So yeah, for other people that are watching us all the time, thank you for everyone that watches all the time. And so it is, and it has been, February was a little bit cold, and then all of a sudden it just got really warm.
Yeah, last week it was just so warm. Like snow was melting. It went up to about 7-8 degrees.
Yeah, it's been a weird season, this one, because it only snowed like once, and that shut us in. That was probably enough
You
for,
might have watched it. But
yeah,
one day, I guess it was February 4th.
yeah, well,
Yeah, it's been a month finally. But
it's still out there. Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere.
But at the point, it snowed more than a meter and 25 centimeters.
Something like
which
that.
is about my shoulder height.
Yeah.
So we were just buried in snow.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't get out of the houses and stuff like that, which is a nice way to stay in.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
And
Can't go
it took a
shopping.
while, but the thing is with living in Hokkaido, I think they're used to all the accumulation of snow, and they do get things done in a very cool, very quick, efficient way. And just like everything depends on things like trains and stuff like that. It's all it works really well. And so that side of things is finished, and now we're heading into spring, coming into spring soon.
Yeah, starting to get warm and snow's melting. And yeah, the plus temperature. But at the same time, the temperature goes up and down, up and down. So
Speaking of
this
that,
morning
go on.
was about minus 14. It was cold.
I wasn't awake this morning.
I had to jump in a bath, really.
Well, as you can see, we're still I'm kind of jacket up.
Yeah.
So it's in the positives. We're in like 2 or 3 degrees outside, but not quite t-shirt weather.
No, not yet.
But the interesting thing is like I've always found living in Hokkaido for such a long time, and it's crazy because your body just suddenly gets kind of accumulated to it, and then you get cold, and it gets cold, and then all of a sudden it gets to 5 degrees and it feels like summer.
Yeah.
And it's only 5 degrees. It's like
Wow.
I just feel like running out there naked. And so, hang on a minute, it's only 5 degrees.
do that.
No, I won't do that. I'll get arrested for that.
Yeah.
I promise you I won't. We'll just run in the bath naked. It's
Yeah.
like-
That's the best place.
So where are we? We're in March already now, aren't we? March the 4th. Is that a special date? It is.
March the 4th be with you.
And that's May the 4th.
Okay.
You're jumping ahead of us.
Yeah.
March the 4th. It's actually National Waltz Day.
Waltz Day.
Da, 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 da. Ding,
dun,
ding, ding,
dun,
ding.
dun.
I don't know where,
That's
but
nice.
it is. So that's about it. But also, it's for we had festivals yesterday, didn't we? The March 3rd of the 3rd is,
Yeah, the Hinamatsuri.
what is the Hinamatsuri? Please tell
Girls'
our
Day.
folks out there.
It's the Girls' Day.
It is.
We have Girls' Day and Boys' Day. Girls' Day is on March 3rd. Boys' Day is on May 5th.
Yeah, there you go. 5533. So it's actually like a dolls festival, and you might see it in for those lucky people who have been traveling through Japan, and at this particular time, they have it's basically a display of the Japanese dolls. I think it's from the emperor side of things, and then there's all the different layers, and that gets increased. Some of them, I think it's up to 7 layers or 7 steps or platforms, what do you call it? Something like that.
Yeah.
And that's actually like all festivals and all displays. There's something related to bringing in good fortune and keeping away the bad fortune. This one's related to the girls, especially the first one. I think when people have a baby girl, and the very first Hinamatsuri, it's all displayed. So it's mainly a display. There's nothing else really that goes with it. Some people like to, like we did last night. We had a nice little sushi dinner and a celebration for that. But
It's a celebration. We have a girl, so
yeah, little daughter.
yeah.
She's not
It's
so
great.
little anymore.
Not really,
But,
but it's grateful that she's growing up and
Yeah. So we had the display out here, and for those lucky people, there's some huge displays all over shop windows and shrines and festivals. So it is something to look at.
yeah.
And some of those dolls and stuff are very expensive, and they go back years. And so yeah. So there's no public holiday as such, but there's definitely lots of things. You know, there's the songs and the
Yeah, it's kind
music
of like
playing.
springtime starting as well.
Yeah, it's got that
Down
nice
south,
little vibe.
not here.
Well, that's the thing. So we are in Hokkaido, so it doesn't look like spring at all because everything's still white.
Yeah.
But as you go further down south, down to Tokyo, and then further other places, it's definitely got that spring feel about it.
Yes, sir.
And the blossoming's starting to come up, and that'll be
Soonish.
another huge kind of sightseeing experience and everything. Everyone will be coming out of their houses.
Yes, all the pinkies everywhere.
Yeah, so
Pink
that's
flowers
something to
blooming.
look forward to. But that was yesterday, the March 3rd. 4th, today. In other parts of the world, it's actually a bit of a Christian celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Well, it's called Pancake Tuesday.
Pancake Tuesday. Is it Christian?
Well, it is actually, because it's tomorrow is the start of what's called Lent, which is Ash Wednesday. Now, this goes back a while ago, I think a couple hundred years after Jesus died, and it was to mark the start just before Easter, which is when Jesus did die. And that's the 40 days, 46 days, doesn't include Saturday and Sunday. And originally it was like kind of like a fasting, you're not allowed to eat. And this is where the pancakes come into it.
Yeah.
So the day before, tomorrow's the actual start of it, but the day before was the Tuesday, and it was called Shrove Tuesday,
Shrove.
which was kind of like a blessings and things like that. So you go to church and you have your blessings, just getting ready for. You see, a lot of people had these things like eggs and milk and butter and stuff lying in their kitchens,
Yeah.
and now they had to fast for 40 days. So what are they going to do with all these eggs, butter, and milk? They quickly make things up. But yeah, as the tradition came out later, it became, well, you know, you'd use up all the things that were going to go bad, and pancakes were the easiest things to make. So
I see.
within England and Scotland and the European countries, so
Yeah.
it became Shrove Tuesday, became Pancake Tuesday. Yes, so
I see.
that's the tradition anyway. But it is a religious thing, and basically you have your big feast the day before, and then you fast for the 40 days before Easter, and then Easter Saturday, and that also kind of works in with the full moon and things like that as to exactly when Easter is. So
I see. I didn't know that.
very, very intricate, complicated. So that's it. So we've got, what do we talk about? The Girls' Festival, Emperor's Trove Tuesday, and Waltz Day. We can have a little waltz later on.
Yeah, okay. Let's all dance together.
Yes, but there's a few other things going on, and shout out to my family in Queensland because they're getting ready for a cyclone. So, and all the other friends there, we've got Toshiko as well, but she's somewhere else.
Yeah, she's in Cambodia right now.
Yeah, so we've got lots of friends that usually watch from Cairns and Gold Coast and Brisbane and things like that. So Auntie Kathy and my mum and everyone else that's out there, hopefully that cyclone's not going to
Please stay safe.
impact too much. But they're predicting it's going to come in tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and it's already starting to get flooded and things like that. So everyone, hopefully you all stay safe and thinking of you guys.
Yes.
And that's about it.
I see. Yeah, this weather thing is a bit bizarre, especially this year. We find it like the beginning of this winter, it wasn't that cold, and even the coldest time of the year, which is February here, but it wasn't that cold.
No, it's been a little bit strange, all the weather.
Yeah, and we didn't get snow until just recently. It's not just a little bit. I mean, in Tokachi, around this area, we don't get much snow
No.
during the winter time, but this year was much less than usual years.
It usually snows a little bit, and then we have a few big kind of dumps, like three to 4 or 5, even at some points throughout the. This time there hasn't been any,
No.
and then just
And then
that
all of
one
a sudden,
big
just-
bang. It's like,
Yeah. So everyone was a bit panicked, and of course, like snow shovelers was just so tired of shoveling snows. But yeah, it's all calmed down now, thankfully, and it's all kind of melting. Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. So we can just feel that something is just not right, not same as usual.
yeah, and even like for the cyclone thing coming down to Brisbane, I mean, I can't remember any time it being that far south.
Yeah.
It's usually, Cairns gets
Up north.
affected, and even places around the top of Australia, that's usually where the tropical side of thing. But I guess, with the global warming and everything, it's kind of like that area that's getting warmer is expanding to normally anywhere across the equators, all of a sudden getting hotter. So, I don't know, hopefully it'll all balance itself out.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Everything balances, but it's just a little bit off.
A little bit off.
Like I was looking through some of the pictures from a couple of years ago, and around this time of the year, we had some like plants starting to grow
Already,
under the snow. Even though we have snow, but because we have onsen, some parts of our land is a bit warmer than usual, other places, so it melts quicker. And yeah, last couple of years we had this little plant starting to grow at this time, but I haven't really seen it this year, even though it's warmer than usual.
Because we're still under about 2 feet of snow there. But yeah, you're right. It was kind of sparking through, getting his way. Well, what to do?
Yeah, we just have to keep up with it.
I did like that though. I mean, I've always said that one of the things coming from living from Australia to Japan, that everything changes with the seasons, and everything, like not only your clothes and stuff, but it just seems like everything changes. The food changes. I think that's a part of the reason why, and this is a lucky thing because Japan have known for having their lifespans the longest, the longevity. People live a lot longer in Japan. I think it's because they are in tune with the nature, and that those things also balance out. So when it's about lifestyle, the things that are required at that time, and that keeps you good. A lot of people are getting sick and stuff now, because of this
change of season,
this hot and cold thing like that, and that. But these foods that come out now also protect you. So it's good to have like such a selection of food when you can eat whenever, but going in tune or in sort of balance with the nature as well. Sort of your body's designed for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're a little bit luckier. I'm very, very fortunate to live where I do because I have a hot bath.
Yeah.
It got me thinking about the baths, though, the onsen style of thing about in the last couple of days being cold and warm, and I was very fortunate that I have that. But then it got me thinking about the whole design, about the Japanese style of bathing.
Yeah. What is it?
Well, it's interesting because like your actual houses are designed in a different way too when it comes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you have like in Japan, one of the traditional ways of doing it, you have like an area where you shower, which is in the bathroom, and then there's also a bathtub. But a lot of people
separated.
Yeah, it's separated, and a lot of people have this where they do have a bath, but they also have like the shower coming over the bath. Sometimes, like in the hotel rooms, you might see it, and or like in a lot of places that I've lived in Australia too, they don't have a bathtub. It's just
a shower.
Just a shower. And I thought, oh, well, that also helps. Taking a bath is very important for your health as well.
It is.
A lot of people have this onsen mentality or this tradition that Japanese do, but there's a big reason for it. I mean, it actually helps you with your health. It relaxes. We all know the benefits of things like, relaxing and health, getting a good night's sleep. But this bathing culture is quite unique as well, because it also doesn't mean only onsen, but just the bath in the house too is very important.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it helps mentally and physically, of course.
Well, that whole idea of the bath thing separates too, because I think the tradition in Japan and basically still is that the bath has to be at least 40 degrees to more. I think that's
it's better, yeah.
Yeah, the hot, like it's a hot bath. It's not even, and ice baths, I remember playing sport in Australia and things.
Oh, the ice
We used to go, and it was very good if you got bruised up and banged up, and you did some of the heaviest thing. And yeah, and there's also the, in the northern countries and stuff like that, there's what do they call the polar bears? The guys that swim in the ice and stuff, which, suddenly gives you a heart, also a little kick of, I wouldn't do it, but
I wouldn't do it.
but yeah, the benefits of a hot bath are incredible. I mean, you're also studying some pressure points at the moment, things about the extremities and the heat being all over your body that works with the blood vessels. Yeah, so the benefits of a hot bath is quite incredible, actually, and it's good for long life because it increases the blood flow.
Yeah.
The main thing is that's what it does.
Yeah, it opens up the vein.
Yeah.
Because it's warm, and then it just all the blood circulation gets better.
Yeah, well, and that's it. It dilates the blood, and there's then you get this balance of. Can I talk chemistry?
Sure.
We've got the carbon dioxide and the oxygen in the blood, which is and then as soon as the blood dilates, it actually clears the carbon dioxide a lot more, and then it all goes back to your lungs quickly, and then you can breathe it out, and the more oxygen comes in. So there you go. That's what happens. And so the hotter, not the hotter the bath, but the more, if you just have a shower, basically you're getting areas of your body that's, getting warm, but having a whole bath being completely submerged in hot water, all the extremities, which is an important part, which is what we don't see normally. Like if you get frostbite or something, it's usually your toes and
so the tips.
And they're the points that need to quickly, because that ends up being as the blood flows further down, it's harder to get back up, and that's the build-up of carbon dioxide. And then when you don't have the oxygen in your blood, we all, you get things like headaches and start losing consciousness and stuff like that. So
get dizzy.
As we go further up a mountain, you have to have the oxygen tanks because that's what happens, and that's what happens in your blood when you don't do it. And even in regular conditions, there's not enough oxygen, and there we go. It's kind of like a little chemistry thing. But then again, there's a balance. We do need both in the body. It's wonderful thing. The body.
Wonderful thing.
And just simple, just soaking in hot water just starts it flowing straight away.
And also it's the pressure that your body gets from the water. That's important too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
If you're traveling in Japan, I suggest you try this onsen culture, which is different from taking a bath at home.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be an onsen itself. It's even there's a lot of sentos and things like that, which are the public bath areas too, which it becomes a treat. People do it daily, and this idea of there's also this idea of being clean as well. So the shower area, like we talked about earlier, the separation. So you shower yourself, you completely clean yourself in one area, and then the bath is just used for one reason only, and that's to soak your body in.
Yes.
And then because it's done that way, the water's kept clean, right? So you don't, the risk of getting germs and stuff like that are less. So with families and things like that, in Japan, they can all use the same bath water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it stays warm because it's in a separate area. Yeah, and then the shower's used for one. It's brilliant. It's such a simple idea, but it's brilliant. It works, and it's very healthy. Yes.
So give it a shot. I would suggest you.
Yes, there you go. That's all it is. It's all about balance. It's all about blood flow. Yeah, and that's kind of the feeling that we get in springtime when everything's melting and it's the coldness is going away and the warmth is coming back.
Yes.
There you go. Woohoo! And soon it'll be spring, and then it'll be summer, and back to winter again.
It goes
Like
around,
that,
comes
like
around.
Like that.
Yeah. But, as every season is beautiful.
It is.
It's got, beautiful things. Springtime, all these little greens starting to bloom up on the tip of the branches of the trees. And then summertime is just so green. And autumn, red, yellow, oranges, all these different colors. And then wintertime is just so white. We can enjoy it with these colors of the nature too.
And I think that's part of why the Japan tourist thing has been so popular too, as well, because you can come anytime and experience something that's, it's not necessarily. I mean, I know the bulk of people like to come during springtime or in the summer vacation time, but it does have a lot to offer when it's the springtime very, very different to the autumn, and the colours are absolutely vibrant, and it's always good. And this huge boom with the Japanese tourism at the moment, it's been constant, and we still have it now because people are still coming here and going snowboarding in February, March.
Yeah, even if you don't snowboard, you just enjoy being outside in wintertime. You get the dog sleigh, or you get just walk on top of the snow with the snowshoes.
Yeah.
Just make snowman.
Yeah.
Snowball fights.
But the thing is also that I've noticed the snow on the mountains will stay there until May. I think the ski resorts and the snowboarders still come right up till May. So
we can do the spring snowboarding.
it's almost half the year.
True.
Yeah, you can it's amazing. And in the other side of things, you can still go snowboarding and skiing, and then you can, come out and still, walk around in your t-shirt and your shorts after you get down. I'm yet to see someone skiing in their bikinis yet, though, so I haven't got to that stage. But it does happen.
Yeah. But in the springtime, we do get in a t-shirt and jeans and then just go snowboarding sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the weather's really nice.
I'm not that game. I like keeping warm.
But you just sweat. So
It's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
But that's one thing. I have really been fascinated always from the time I came here. Was just the change of seasons and how everything changes and everything. I was just because I'm originally from Australia, I guess, and we do have seasons.
Kind of.
Kind of. I still wear my t-shirts and stuff in the winter, even though I'm cold. But
Yeah, no.
to tell the truth, I've never owned any gloves or any kind of a hat that's a winter type hat until I came to Japan.
Yeah.
I've never had a scarf or anything. Well, I did have one, my football scarf to support the team, but it wasn't really anything to keep warm.
I see.
So that whole thing was quite new and exciting for me.
Yeah.
Just the fact. But I love that. I've always loved the whole changing of the scent, how important it is to the culture and tradition. But not only that, all things like we talked about, the Girls' Day is specific with that season as well. And then you have the summer festivals. And that's brilliant. Brilliant. Love it all. So much so I had a haircut just just a change with the seasons.
Yeah, there you go.
Although I tell you what, I've been quite cold in the years.
Wear beanies.
Well, yeah, beanie.
Wear a hat. Keep
I've been
yourself
sitting
warm.
here. It's cold now. I'm not going to put a hat on now.
Oh well, yes. So enjoy the weather, enjoy this climate, enjoy the view, enjoy the whiteness.
Whiteness. And yeah, well, thank you for watching today. It's been a short little conversation about the changing of the seasons. But again, the benefits of the bath are also, our main point as well.
Yeah.
And,
Spring, winter, autumn, summer, anytime.
that's
it's
it.
Good.
Yeah, even summer. We'll get to the summer bathing soon.
Yeah.
When it comes up. But now we're
Wait.
talking about spring bathing. Yes, and even if you can't make it to an actual onsen and stuff like that, the power of having a hot bath is actually quite
Beneficial for you.
yeah, all the health benefits. And if you haven't seen, check out some of our older episodes. We talk in big detail about all the health benefits, about the acidics and all the chemistry behind it,
Yeah.
and all the biology behind it.
That's his thing.
Yes, I know. The scientist boy.
All right.
Thank you all for watching. Hope everyone's safe out there with the strange weather that's happening to all of us.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next week for another episode of Onsen Ripples.
See ya.